Solidworks is a popular CAD application, which is widely used to design and model very precise 3D objects, tools, and parts. In this video, we'll learn how to create a 3D model of this combination spanner in Solidworks. We'll convert this 2D sketch into this beautiful 3D model, which can be used for commercial production. Combination spanner is a very common tool that has a shaft and two heads, one open-ended and one ring head. The open-ended head is usually at a 15 to 17 degree angle to the shaft to allow better access and grip to the nuts or bolts. Although combination spanners have two heads, but both heads are of the same size. Let's start. Go to File, New, Part, okay. You'll have this screen. Go to Front Plane, right mouse click, click Show to make sure the plane remains visible until you do not want to see it. Right mouse click, click Normal to, go to Sketch and draw a center line from the origin point. Left click, drag it out, left click again. Note that this line has a horizontal relationship, and draw another line at an angle. Left click and right mouse click, choose Smart Dimension. This line should be 200 millimeters, and this line should be 90 millimeters. The angle between these two lines should be 150 degrees. Click OK. Click on the plane, adjust the size a little bit, exit out of it, select Front Plane once again by left-clicking it, and press Control button on your keyboard. And click this horizontal line, then go to Features, click this arrow in the Reference tab, and click Plane. Click OK. We've just created a new plane. Repeat this process for this line as well. Click on the plane, press Control on the keyboard, and click on this line. Go to Features, References, Plane, and click OK. So we've just created two more planes. We can now hide Front Plane, right click, and hide. And we'll work on plane 1. Select the plane, right mouse click, normal to, adjust a little bit. Go to Sketch, Ellipse, left click on the origin point, drag it out, left click, drag your cursor a little bit and left click. And then Smart Dimension, left click, 55 millimeters. The distance between these 2 points should be 50 millimeters. Draw another center line. Start from the level of origin point. In the horizontal direction, left click, and left click, right click, Smart Dimension. The angle between these two lines is 17 degrees, which is going to be the angle to the shaft. Click OK. Create a line, left click, right mouse click, end chain. Create another line, left click, right click, Smart Dimension. The length of this line, 20 millimeters, and the length of this line is also 20 millimeters. Click OK. Left click on this point, press Control, and left click on this ellipse, and make a coincident relationship. Same for this line. Left click on this point, press Control, left click on this ellipse, and make coincident. Control click these three lines. They all have to be parallel. Smart Dimension. Distance between this line and this line is 12.5 millimeters. And the distance between this line and this line is also 12.5 millimeters. Both of these lines will create a head of 25 millimeters. Click OK. Select 3-point arc, left click, and left click. right mouse click, Smart Dimension. This angle should be 14 degrees. Click OK. Select Trim Entities. Make sure Power Trim is selected and then remove these lines. OK. Sketch for open head of this combination spanner has been completed. Now we will create a sketch for the shaft. Create another line. End chain. Make sure that the line has a horizontal relationship. Left click to start another line. Left click again. Smart Dimension. Distance between this line and this line should be 7 millimeters. And the distance between this line and this line should also be 7 millimeters. Click OK. Click on this point. Press Control and click on this ellipse. And create a coincident relationship. And click on this point. Press Control and click on the ellipse again. Make a coincident relationship. Click OK. Now we simply have to close this geometry. Select line and left click, and right mouse click and select. Or you can press Escape key on your keyboard. So the sketch for one part of the spanner has been completed. Exit. Choose plane 2, which is this one. Right mouse click, normal to. Select circle, left click on this point. Drag it out and left click. Right click, Smart Dimension. Diameter of this circle should be 33 millimeters. Select Polygon. Six sides. Click in the middle. Drag it out. Left click. Right mouse click. Diameter of this inner circle should be 25 millimeters. Right mouse click and create a vertical relationship. Select polygon one more time with 6 sides. Left click in the center. Scroll middle mouse button to zoom in. Move diagonally out and find the middle of this line. Left click, right click, and select. Now click this inner circle, press Control, and click this outer circle, and create a co-radical relationship, which means that the radii of both these circles are equal. Go to Trim Entities, and trim all these lines. Click OK. Select line and draw another line along this line, which should be coincident with the circle. Should also have a horizontal relationship. Right mouse click. Both these lines are horizontal, and then simply close this geometry. Select line, left click and click, right mouse click and select. Now we've created geometry for both open head and ring head and shafts for the spanner. This is sketch 2. And this is sketch 3. Select sketch 2, go to Features, Extruded Base, Boss. Select open head of the sketch only. Select midplane, and thickness of this open head is 10 millimeters. Click OK. Now sketch 2 is part of this feature. Left click this arrow, select sketch 2 again. Features, Extruded Boss, Base. Select shaft of the spanner. Select a midplane and type in 7 millimeters. And make sure that merge result is ticked. Click OK. Now select Sketch 3. Both these are part of Sketch 3. Go to Features, click Extruded Base, Boss, scroll middle mouse button down to zoom in, select this area, and make sure that it is starting from the middle. 10 millimeters and merge results is ticked. Click OK. Now the Sketch 3 is part of this feature. Click, select Sketch 3 again, go to Features, Extruded Base, Boss, click here, Midplane, 7 millimeter thickness, merge result is ticked, and click OK. Now we've successfully converted both the sketches into 3D objects. We just have to refine our product. Right mouse click on plane 1, hide. Right mouse click on plane 2 and hide. And I will hide this line as well. Press Ctrl and 1 to see the front view. Scroll middle mouse button down to zoom in. Go to Sketch, select Line and start from this point. Click this point, and this point, and this point, and then simply close Geometry. Right mouse click, select, exit. This is Sketch 4. Make sure it is selected. Go to Features and Extruded Cut. We're trying to remove these two, which are not required, and select Through All Both, and click OK. Our combination spanner is almost ready. We'll apply fillet to some of the edges. Select Fillet, 10 millimeters. Select the edges around the open head. And click OK. Now apply fillet around the edges of the ring head. And fillet again. Decrease the size to 1 millimeter. And I'll apply fillet to sharp edges this time. It's time to apply material. Go to Appearances, Metals, Steel. Cast carbon steel may be the best one for this. Apply the material to whole part. And we have this beautiful looking spanner which can be commercially manufactured. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.